Here is a super straightforward way to make a rack of lamb. We have here a rack of lamb, some Brussels sprouts, a carrot, some garlic, one shallot, and a pack of good seasoned Italian dressing. On top of an aluminum lined tray with the rack, pat the lamb dry and score across the fat in both ways. Now, you may be familiar with good seasoned Italian dressing mix as a marinade, but we're actually going to use this as a full on rub. Using olive oil as a binder, it helps the seasoning stick to the meat. Take that dressing mix and season it on all sides, but the most important part is obviously getting it on the meat and on that fat. Be sure not to get some on your hands because that stuff will stick, and you want as much of that on the meat instead of on your hands. Here I'm using the back of a fork to press the seasoning up against the meat so it sticks a little bit better. If you have those fancy latex gloves, that works too. You can use any seasoning you like, salt and pepper at a minimum, but even just with some garlic powder and some rosemary and salt, that works too. You don't have to use the entire pack when seasoning this lamb, but why not? Now in a bowl, just mix your chopped veggies with some olive oil and toss it up and lay it on the aluminum tray in a single layer. Now preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to roast this low and slow for about 30 minutes until it reaches 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it reaches temperature, take it out and preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This lets the rendered fat in the lamb mix in with that dressing mix, and when you roast it at 400 degrees, you create that crust without fear of letting it burn. After 5 to 10 minutes at 400 degrees, you should have this nice crust going. Remove and let rest for 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it. If you like your lamb a little bit more well done, you can cook it to 140 degrees. Otherwise, the only logical step is to slice some for yourself. Place the roast veggies in a fancy dish and arrange it in a fancy way, and now you have a fancy dish. Honestly, after this, rack of lamb is going to just seem like an utter ripoff. At this point, the most difficult decision is which one to eat next.